Hello and welcome to Sheba online classes. Standard 8 students, how are you today? Hope you are having hope you have a great day today. Study well, don't waste your time. Stay home, stay safe. All right. Okay, let me start. Today I'll be taking Unit 1 Unit 2 prose lesson. Unit 1 we finished completely. It is Unit 2 prose. That is, what is it about? It is hobby turned into a successful career. Now, Unit 2 I have already taken hobbies for you, isn't it? Hobbies poem. So, what does it say? Hobbies are so important. That is why it is given to you as a lesson. So, this every lesson, every poem has got a moral value. That is, it gives you a message saying that this is good for you. Okay. So, hobbies are very good. Now, as you are in the house, since 5 months from March you are in the house only. What are you doing at home? Simply watching TV, wasting your time? Should not do that. Develop a hobby. You should develop a hobby. Hobbies are very, that is, it refreshes your mind. It is and another one thing is something new you come to learn about. Okay, new things you start learning. All right. So that is only. So this lesson is about how a hobby has turned that three persons. About 3 persons we are going to learn about. Section 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Each section is a different person. So these 3 people, how as a hobby they have developed it into their a successful career. Okay. So see, just a simple hobby, a time pass, that is what you do as a time pass in the house, has developed into a career itself. Their life, it has given a new turn to their life. Okay. So okay, we will start with money. The first, in section 1 we talk about a boy named Money. What is this? Who is this fellow? This Money is a very, in class also, in school, he cannot read and write. Okay, he cannot read one sentence properly. He cannot write, like that. He was having that fear. So during the who has been noticing his grandfather. Grandfather noticed this, that during school, his ordinary school books also he is not able to read and write. So what he did from that day onwards, every night grandfather used to read a story. He used to read, just tell him one story. So as he keep telling the stories, now what happened, he's got that imaginative, that is, he imagining all the stories. He goes into that character of the story by just listening to it. By just listening to grandfather telling him the story, he developed all this. That is how to even I should read story. I should start reading the stories. So from that day onwards, small comics, small things, small short stories, he started reading. Okay, as he read that, started very slowly only, but he started developing the skills of reading. Then after he started reading, then later this reading habit got him to write his own. He started writing short stories, small stories. See how it is. See the interest he has gotten in. See, this one thing we can't do means you have to develop it. Somehow I cannot do, you should not say. You should not have a negative approach to anything. Always must have a positive approach. So I can do it. It is nothing is impossible in life. Right? Everything is possible. I can do it. So what Money did, from that day onwards, he started developing his reading skills, and then he started writing. Such a talent. See from where the talent came out. Otherwise, if the grandfather didn't tell him the stories and all that, no, then he would have just said, okay, I'm an invalid, I can't do anything. So now he's become a good. He started writing stories, and how he developed. See that he started imagining all the stories, and then later this developed into a career. That is now what he's saying, I'm going to write stories, I'm going to write novels. So that came into his mind, I'm going to be a good successful person only in this. Then how he started imagining, see that, then what he's saying is, that is, he is writing this lesson, one small part of this lesson he has written, and that only I am taking as a lesson to you. Money has written this first part of this thing. See, his own words this is. So what he is saying is, hobbies make you learn new things. It relaxes your mind. Okay, and mainly pick such hobbies that later on it will be useful for you. Not any watching video games. I never think it's kind of a hobby at all. It is just a lame excuse for you to escape. No, video games are not a hobby. Don't take it at all. That is nowadays. Now see how we were telling you be away from the phone. Now we are telling you to be in the phone. That is, always have the phone in your hand. That means how the world has changed now. Okay. Now how it was before March and how it is after March, now we are totally online studies we are doing. That means you definitely need a phone in your hand, but don't take it, don't disadvantages of the thing, you should not take that. It is a boon, not a bane. Okay. Phones are, if you compare it, means it is got so much good also, but take only the good. Okay. Now come back to the hobbies. What is it? The next what he is saying is, see that what he is doing is, when he is writing, no, he started writing poems also. Just imagine, he is writing short stories. Now he started writing poems. So he is painting all his ideas into the paper. See the words he used. He is painting his voice. He is painting his voice in the paper. That means what does the painter do? He paints his sceneries or figurines and all that. Okay. Now what he is doing is, he is painting his voice. That means all his imagination, whatever he wanted to do, that is fiction, non-fiction, everything together, he is writing it there. That is scenery also, he is depicting it so beautifully. Okay. So like that he was doing it. Then finally writing emerges as a like world fantasy. He used to live in a world of fantasy. So those who are like this, no, imaginative children who imagine a lot, no, they become very good writers. They become good the poems they can write, poets they can become. Okay, later they have a very great future also ahead. And then finally it is a very beneficial also. Hobbies are very beneficial. It opens your mind. Okay, it opens your mind. Then afterwards what happens? Then finally it helped him in the school also. And being in school, he used to write. Now he was without fear. Whatever in the exam, whatever paragraph writing or essay writing, whatever the teacher is telling, he used to, with confidence, he writes the essay, because he knows he is powered the fear of no, not reading. I can't read, I can't write. He has overpowered that. Now he has got the skill of reading and writing on his own. So he could write anything. Any exam he could attend. Okay, so this is what is a small story about money, and what he told towards the end is, now I have got this skill. Tomorrow I may become like R.K. Narayan. Who's R.K. Narayan? Is a great short story writer. Okay, and then one small write up they are telling about Annadurai. Who is Annadurai? See, the former chief minister of Tamil Nadu, Mr. C.N. Annadurai, had the hobbies of reading and writing. See, Annadurai also had the habit of reading and writing. He wrote many stories, books, plays, thought-provoking articles, cine dialogues which have contributed to the reformation of society. And those kind of dialogues, what cine writing dialogues, that is reformation to the society, to change the society, outlook of the society as we have today. Okay, so this is about money. Next, we move on to another boy. His name is Ajay Kumar Garg. Ajay Kumar Garg. He was born in Jaipur, and when he was 3 years old, he had a disease, some disease he was, and an injury which completely his hearing, sense of hearing completely was impaired, that he lost his sense of hearing. Okay, so then afterwards his parents went everywhere, whichever hospital is possible they had gone, consulted, but unfortunately they couldn't get back his hearing thing. Okay, that sense couldn't get back, so he was permanently deaf, like that. So then afterwards he was very dejected, like he was feeling very down, couldn't do, what can we do? So he was very upset with himself. And then what happened is, one day his father brought a paint set. That is art, no, paint. That paint set, he just gave it to him. So he was simply at home, he is not going to school also. So he was sitting at home and he started painting. Where he painted? Some papers on the walls, on the floor, everything he used that paint. And then suddenly after he started, each time his father is looking at him, he developed so much. He could draw, that is whoever he saw, he able to draw it. He saw his drawings were so perfect geometrical thing. He had that kind of the talent he had got. And then finally what happened, his father encouraged him. Okay, I'll give you, that is gave him paint sets and all that, as he grew, that is when he was in at the age of 5 years old. At the age of 5 years old, what he did is, he Shri Sai, that is Shri Sua Lal, that is he is a critic, painting critic. He saw him and then he brought him under his coach, that is he coached him, he trained him how to paint further, okay, what he can do later. So he started, that is he gave him lot of training, how to, what kind of a painting, how to use the brush, how to use what colors, all that totally he had mastered his skills. Okay, Shri Swalal, he only mastered his painting, that is Ajay Kumar Garg he trained him further in his talent. Okay, that is, he started as a hobby, simply painting as a hobby. Simply his father said, okay, he is just wasting his time, so he just gave him a paint box. That hobby has developed into a so much. See where he is from, in the age of 5 years old itself. 5 years old itself, he has become a great artist. And then finally he became an apprentice as Asha, that is one Asha Devi, one lady. She does miniature painting, traditional, that is Indian traditional miniature painting, means they look through the magnifying glass and very small, that is on the rice. You have heard, no? Any exhibition where you go anywhere, you print your name on the rice, isn't it? And that is put in one small tube. You can see the name on that rice. So that kind of a painting, miniature painting, has steady hand you need to do that. So Asha, that is first who was there, Shri Swalal trained him, and then afterwards he became an apprentice of Asha Devi to do what? Traditional rice paint, that is a traditional miniature painting. And then afterwards, he, out of 150 paintings, not only miniature paintings but major paintings, no, in this he had put up a art gallery, that is exhibition. He displayed all his paintings. In that 150 paintings, 144 paintings sold out. At a second, everything, all his paintings were sold out, and that time his career started. Being an handicapped person, that we should not say it's handicap, being a thing like that, he had like not saying, no, I am deaf, so okay, I am not going to do something. He did not say that. From there he started developing, and then see his hobby as a painting has given him accolades and accolades. That is so much laurels he had got, so many awards also. And then finally he became world fame, United US, everywhere his galleries were going, everywhere his painting galleries were put on exhibition, and he had got lots of fame. And then finally he got the national award by who? Our former great president, former APJ Abdul Kalam. Now he is late. Okay, so next person. See how this small hobby had taken him so much. Okay, now we are coming to the section 3. Section 3 we are going to study about, learn about a carom champion. Her name is Ilavaragi. Okay, this girl, actually her father, that is Irudaya Raj, he was a carom champion. That is when he was a young boy, he used to play this carom, and he had a lot of championship he had won. But unfortunately, due to family and this did not encourage him to carry on with this talent, with this sport. So what he did is, he had to abruptly stop it, and then he was actually a fish cart driver. Okay, he was fish cart driver, and he couldn't he couldn't handle the family. He can't, this was just like some people, it was just a hobby, you know, like he can't spend much time on that. He has to look after his family. So he had 3 children, 3 girls, so that he had a lot of responsibility on his shoulders, so he couldn't go out and show out his talent. So what he did is, whatever he wanted to do, he put that in his daughter. So he encouraged his daughter so much. His parents did not encourage him. So what he did is, I will encourage my daughter. So every tournament, small tournaments used to go, used to carry her everywhere. So this Ilavaragi used to go with him every tournament. He used to make her sit on the table, and from the age of 5, she used to listen to that striker on the carom board. The sound only was one part of her life. Okay, so then afterwards, from when she came to the age of 10, he took her to one tournament, a small children tournament, and there she won the prize. So after that, he said, then she got confidence. He also got confidence. Oh, tomorrow then she will definitely become a great champion. I will be behind her. Somehow I make her world champion like that. So then from there, she started winning every kind of championship. She used to go take every age limit, no, that whatever the categories are, every category she had gone and she went and took part, and everything, all the tournaments she had got, she won. And then how many tournaments she had won? See, a member of the Thiruvalluvar Vaishur District Carom Association, and also represented India at the Carom World Championship, Asia Championship. As in this, as a hobby, as a small hobby, it had developed into a career. See, her career of playing carom took her to the level of world champion. So how many medals she had got? See, in national level, she won 106, then 17 silver, 12 bronze, and in international she won 111 gold, 9 silver, and 5 bronze medals. How many? 5 bronze. So these are the accolades her success career. Okay, so in page number 40 there are other, that is what are the championship tournaments she had gone to. So if you read it, you will understand it much better. Okay, hope you understood this lesson. So what is the highlight of it? You develop a hobby, stay at home and develop a hobby, and that will be, maybe it can turn into a career. Thank you.